Yeah, it is on. It's funny, it goes on way before. Well, hello, everybody. This is Unfiltered.
I can
That
hear.
is Ross McDonald,
Hello.
and I'm David Gokhshtein, and we are waiting for Mark.
We'll run a
Right?
little intro here, and we'll let people get connected.
Let me go ahead and. Ready?
Episode 4.
We made it this far.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we made it this far.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
here
drinking
we
a bit
go.
here.
Wow.
What is it like? It's like leap year and a lunar eclipse all at once. With juice and water. Wow.
I wish I could. I wish I can surprise you, but
Oh, it's spilling everywhere.
I got the water that I got that disappearing water. It's that new. It's that new thing.
Where's all of our guests, man? Let them in. Oh, wait, we have nobody.
Not yet.
Wow. Wow. Anyway, that's why I said, welcome to our show, Gokhshtein Unfiltered, episode 4. Thank you very much for tuning in. I wish you can see the mic that I'm looking at right now, but obviously it's disappeared. Ross McDonald co-hosting here, as usual. And unfortunately, Mark is here as well.
Ah,
Why?
You guys are like those two Muppets giving each other the gears on the
hey, so how you doing? How you doing there, McT-shirt?
McT-shirt. I have
Yeah,
too
David.
Many, I have too many.
No,
nicknames.
you're McBeer. We got
okay.
David's McT-shirt because, like, for
And
some
so
reason he feels it's appropriate to show off his pipes on crypto Twitter.
if I have to say this, is until quarantine ends, I'm not putting on a suit.
Yes.
I'm just dressing down. That's it. Why am I going to go ahead and put on a suit for an unfiltered show?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you hung your suit up for good, brother.
That doesn't mean I'm not wearing suits. I'm going, listen, first day they let us out for real. I'm not talking about this phase 1, phase 2 stuff. I'm talking about completely gone. I'm putting on the best suit I have in my closet.
And what are you
I'm
gonna
coming
do?
out.
Where are you gonna go?
I have no clue.
No?
He's gonna go buy a pack of water at like CVS in his suit.
You know what?
Excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me. Like coming through. Thank you. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. You know what? I will do that.
Buddy,
I'll take a picture.
I need you to live stream you going down to CVS, picking up a 12 or 24 slack of water in your suit. Thank you. And just right like that, like the old ghetto blaster, but with water.
Yeah. And I will take a picture and I will sign it and I will send it out to Canada for you.
It'll never get here, buddy. Our post just sucks. And yeah, actually, it'll get here. It'll be 5 weeks delayed. Customs will take it. They'll charge us like $20 in duties just because it's an autographed picture.
I ordered a motorcycle helmet online and it took 3 months to get here. It's like,
Yeah.
whatever I live in Nineveh?
Like
Why?
shout out to Canada Post. I mean, you suck because my parents might as well just drive here to pick up their freaking mail.
That's crazy.
You know, like Canada Post, you're garbage.
And that's the beautiful thing about Unfiltered. It's just, usually, we have our show on Sundays. Probably one of the most highly rated shows in the morning, right? In
Yeah.
the space, I would say so. And we don't really get wild, except for myself. But like this show here, you'll see Mark drinking a beer. I've never seen that in my life. Oh, forget about it. I was going with raw. Ross, McDonald drinking a beer, but that's every Sunday.
That's like, hey, can I get a Big Mac, supersized fry, and a Canadian beer, please?
They do that at the airport, by the way.
Can I get a McMuffin meal, please, and a beer?
They sell Whoppers and Budweisers in a combo at the airport. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's 12.
Don't you? I love the airport, man. You just get it all. You know what I love is Vegas. Just, you know, I don't drink, but in Vegas,
You really like Vegas? I'm not a big fan.
love Vegas, buddy. It's like my home away from home. And
What do you do there after a day?
but, well, last time I was there, last time I was there, Ross bought so many beers, we had to start giving them away to people because, like, I couldn't handle it.
We had
By the
six
by
in a
the-
bucket.
By the time Ross had 12, I was just sitting down.
That is not true.
Wow.
Like, I had 3 beer and couldn't walk to my room.
That's because
Like
you
that.
have liver problems.
But I got to my room, 3 beer, and I'm like, I thought I saw somebody in my bed. I'm like, oh, this is okay. But no, there wasn't. But I love Unfiltered because we just cut loose. Like, it's like you get to see the humorous side of David, and nobody ever gets to see that.
I'm loving your backdrop today, David.
Yeah, you know what? I'm representing New York City.
Yeah.
No,
No.
you're representing H&M. I see that in the background. Are they still a store?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Really?
I don't know.
There goes that sponsorship. Anyway,
no, but now they're gonna want to sponsor because they're like, hey, people don't know about us.
No, it doesn't work like that.
makes a good point. Leading to that and being the backdrop, you know, you're not in the U.S. You're watching this from afar. What are your thoughts on everything that's going on in the United States right now?
It's just chaos.
You know, I'm gonna give my thoughts, but I want to get
Oh,
you an
buddy.
outside perspective.
Do you want to? Oh, I can start up the biggest controversy talk on Twitter right now.
It's unfiltered.
I know, but I would get absolutely slayed. If I gave my open thoughts, it'd be slayed.
Anybody.
But
who-
here's the challenge. Most of my friends are cops. So it's like, I see it from, it's unfiltered, but man, I don't want to get ripped that bad.
Or what?
I'll get people at my doorstep, like with hacksaws or something after. So, anyway.
Hacksaws?
Ross, can I mute him?
I don't know. I think so.
I can mute myself.
Yeah.
This is unfiltered. Like, go ahead, go for it. I mean, if you don't want to, I understand. Listen, I'm just kidding around. I get it. You know, drink your beer. Maybe you'll grow some balls. Ross, what are your thoughts on what's going on in the United States?
Actually, maybe I'll lose one.
It's just chaos. It's hard to watch the news. It's hard to watch.
You know, it's
there's some really positive things happening, but there's a lot of negativity and a lot of things still happening. It's just like, yeah, it's tough to swallow.
for me, it's more like, yeah, I'm with it, and Black Lives Matter. That's real. You know, when people write All Lives Matter versus Black Lives Matter, it's, you know, the concept of Black Lives Matter, it definitely makes sense, and it is time for some sort of change here in the States.
Mm-hmm. I heard a comedian.
I'm mad that, like, all lives matter. Yes, absolutely, every
Yeah.
life matters. You know, we're not debating that at all.
No.
But right now, like, a lot, I'm going to just repeat what everybody else says to this, which is, you know, all lives matter, but your house isn't burning.
Exactly.
Their house is. So, you know, my thing is, do the protest peacefully. You know, like, and I said that on the other show. Be peaceful about it. your voices will be heard. I don't want to hear. I had somebody tell me, "Well, without violence, the voices won't be heard." No, that's complete and utter bullshit. Your voices will be heard if you protest peacefully, and you do it daily. Like you continue, like what they're doing right now. This is a 14 day. You keep going. You keep, you have your voices heard,
Dude.
But the looting, I don't know how looting. I don't know how you loot something, and how that essentially stops racism.
No, they're not linked. They're not linked. It's not an agenda. It's just a byproduct.
When has two wrongs ever made a right, dude?
Never.
Never. Okay, so here it is. All lives matter. Black, Asian, Hispanic, white. Doesn't matter. 1 second here. I'm just going to get some food.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my wife's just...
So just
Thanks.
a conveyor belt of music, of food. I mean,
well, Mark, you say all lives matter, and we understand all lives matter. Every life matters.
Okay.
Here, listen to this real quick. There was a comedian that brought this up, and he just did I forget his name. He said people are getting upset when someone says all lives matter. It's like a wife asking a husband, saying, "Do you love me?" And he says, "I love everybody. Hey, I love everybody." And it's like, no, you want the attention to what you're talking about. You don't want to generalize it like that.
Because at the end of the day, all lives matter. Like, yeah, absolutely. But
and the sky is blue. That's not what we're talking about.
All right, so you're all lives matter. So it's unfortunate what happened, and going and burning a store down really helps your community.
No. That's a different topic altogether.
It's brutal. It's like...
Yeah, but you can't generalize and say that is, coming from minorities. It's not minorities.
I'm not saying it's all coming from minorities. I'm saying it's coming from everybody.
Yeah.
Not minorities
but I think there's a hidden,
What the heck is a minority anyway? Because it's like the way I look at life is we all have a heart. Doesn't matter what we are. So
but, we can think, but that we live in a fantasy. When we look at things that way. Yeah. And unfortunately, look, defund the police that's going on here. That's insanity. I don't want the police department to be defunded. It's not because of my skin color. It's just that you need police. Because when you call 911 and your house is being robbed, you're going to need somebody to come and kind of help you. To where, I saw a meme where it was like, somebody called 911 and the operator said, well, we're sending our thoughts and prayers to you. I mean, that's not the situation you want. I mean, we're getting a little bit out of hand with that, where we need to focus on, obviously, get rid of the bad seeds, but to basically go ahead and have an all-out assault on law enforcement and say, like, every single police officer is bad. You're wrong. I grew up and we had the police officer that would come by while we would play hockey or whatever I was playing. And he would sit us down for half an hour and just talk to us and tell us how we need to be good kids when we grow up and do our work. And like, cops are good people for the most part. Just because you have one or two people, or three, that go ahead and do something that was evil, like that dude did out in Minnesota, you can't label everybody a bad cop. Can't do that.
It's amazing to me that all of this can be happening in the United States, and you can come to the border and cross over to Canada, and it's just so different. It's really mind-boggling to me.
First of all, that articular chokehold I don't think was part of current training.
No.
I don't think the articular choke is part of. I don't think it's taught anymore as a means of subduing somebody. But we don't know what's going through the cop's mind. He's got 12 people to watch at the same time, so we don't know.
Mark, he's on his neck for 9 minutes.
No, he's not talking about that.
No, but don't confuse what I'm saying with me saying it was right. I'm just saying that through his mind, he's watching maybe 8, 9, 10, 12 people. We don't know if he lost track of that time, right?
Oh,
No,
I wouldn't defend that guy at all.
I'm just saying that, you know, he
We
could've-
don't, but we don't know that it was intentional. Only one person knows that.
They work together, so for me, I believe they might have had a history. But again, I don't know.
There's
I don't
certainly a
know
history.
for me to go ahead and talk as if I knew them, and for
Right.
anybody to talk as they knew, like, as if they knew them, is wrong.
That's what I'm saying is there's outrage that he got murdered, and it is completely wrong. Let that be on record, and I've said it 100 times before that it's murder. But again, we don't know what's going through that police officer's head. Only one person knows that, and that's him. We only see it from one camera view, right?
So this is going to no. There's actually the second one. So I don't know if you've seen it, but the second one shows, you know, all three of well, there's 4 cops. You know, one standing by the crowd, and the other, you know, one has his knee on his neck, and then the other 2 are holding him down from the back.
Well,
you know, so
here's what I would like to know.
it's a travesty, but
Here's what confuses me. There was no, if he was unconscious at that moment, there is no police tape to secure a crime scene. No police tape got put up to secure a crime scene. I don't know really what's going on in this situation, but every crime scene in the world gets police tape, right? Anytime there's a homicide or a murder, there's.
they had the tape.
Did they? I didn't see it.
They have it. Look, they have not from them. I'm talking about the public. They had one person taping from one side, one taping from the other. So wait,
Police-
should we let the person Charlie in? I have no clue who Charlie is, but
I'm saying, yeah, let Charlie in. He's cool. Police tape, though. I'm saying a crime scene tape.
I don't listen. I don't know.
I don't know.
My biggest thing is that, you know,
It's horrific. I mean, that cop. I mean, I'll agree that. Listen.
you have this now. My whole thing is, okay, we have people protesting. We also have COVID-19.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to go outside. The protesting is continuing, and it's growing and growing and growing.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I'm not, and you know, I'm not one of those crazy people that think there's some sort of conspiracy going on. But if COVID-19, and I hope it never comes back, but if it doesn't come back right now, I don't want to hear the WHO ever talk again. And the WHO, I'm talking about the World Health Organization.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because I'm completely, you know, like, nothing's gone.
I'm not a conspiracy guy, dude. I'm just not. Like, I've got friends that are conspiracy theorists, and man, it blows my brain up listening to it. But I'm not a conspiracy person. But man, over time, you start to think about this stuff, and it's just like, it can make sense, you know? It can totally make sense. Is this Charlie? Charlie, where are you, buddy? Charlie.
Let's see what Charlie brings. Hopefully, it's not one of your cousins.
He's not bringing anything. He's bringing his name up on the screen.
Is that
What?
it?
Why do you come into G Media, Unfiltered, and just bring your name? Why? So you can tell everybody that you're here? Charlie.
Hold on, I might have him muted though.
Charlie.
Don't blame everything on Charlie. I might have him muted, seriously. Yeah, but that's what's going on in the States. Listen, you know what? I'm going to say something also. You know, Drew Brees made a comment about the flag.
Yeah.
And, you know, I feel bad for him because, you know, we have to be, there's freedom of speech, and he's entitled to it, and I don't think he meant it in a malicious way towards. I don't think he meant it maliciously, honestly.
Are we really entitled to free speech, dude? Really? We're entitled to it, but it's never accepted. Like, come on, we're not entitled to free speech.
You know what? He's done so much. He's done so much for Louisiana.
Yeah.
I mean, he donated $5 million. I mean, during COVID. I mean, not one athlete donated $5 million. I mean, he went and donated $5 million. He's done so much for the community.
Charlie's trying to connect to audio for like the last 5 minutes. I'm trying to figure out where he's actually trying to connect to. Alaska or North Pole?
He's calling from 1982.
I don't know where he's trying to connect to, man, but he's got to actually get something other than a brick phone.
I love how Unfiltered has turned into Mark eating.
Dude.
Let's call it snack time.
I'm entitled to eat, right?
I don't know what you're entitled to.
Well, I'm entitled to eat in my house, but not much else.
Listen, I gotta give a shout out to our guest Jay from Redcoin on Sunday. I want to say thank you to the Red community that went ahead and the three to four of them took exception to me going ahead and debating with Jay.
Redheads.
Thank you for calling me a complete asshole. I appreciate it.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I had to join the redheads on that.
All right, so fifth guy over here calling me an asshole. Great, it's fine.
Yeah, but you can still call a guy. You can still call a guy an asshole and love him at the same time.
There you go. We're also talking about Bitcoin going up today.
That was wild.
You know what? There's nothing wrong, buddy, with scrutiny. Every good project should withstand scrutiny.
Listen, you know what? If you think that you're gonna just come on, if you're gonna come on one of our shows, and we're gonna just go ahead and just throw you softball questions and pet you and tell you everything's gonna be okay, we're gonna go ahead. No, that's not how we operate. Unfortunately, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the pros and cons. And you know what? Everybody has flaws, and it's good to talk about it, and it's good for the public to know.
I watched some podcasts today, and they were the typical questions. How did you get into the industry for like 10 minutes? After that,
when did you get into the industry, dude? What? It's like, oh.
And then after that, what do you do in a typical day? And I'm like, oh man, I'm like, click.
It's like, so what time do you wake up? 8. Walk me through what you do between 8 and 8:30. I make phone calls. Walk me through how many people do you have in your office? It's like, oh my
I think
God.
That's just from lack of research. I think that's why interviews are like that.
Dude, you're going to just chill out with the people, have a live cast with them, let them be comfortable, throw them some stuff that we're thinking about, and just, let them engage their community.
I mean, at the end of the day, podcasts should allow people to go ahead and just speak their mind and not just, be restricted to go ahead and, first of all, if you're somebody who's passionate and, cursing doesn't fit everybody. But if you're somebody who's passionate and you slip a shit or fuck there, you should be allowed to express yourself. These shows that are so premeditated, I've gone on interviews where they were just like, here's your questions. You just don't feel comfortable.
Oh, thanks. Because of your fucking shit, Charlie left.
So good talk with you. He had a lot to say. But no.
Charlie, thanks, buddy. It was a pleasure meeting you, Charlie. I appreciate everything you said, and I'll consider it. But listen, dude, people can love our podcast or hate our podcast, but it's still our podcast. We're still relevant. We're still getting real guests on here, like Redcoin, Digibyte. And Digibyte's on fire, by the way. I like Digibyte. We're getting real guests. We're getting real guests on. I don't need to get guests on with 500,000 or 200 million or 3 million followers. Really, we don't, because I want people that are engaged in the community that actually care.
I want to ask this question.
I don't need to bring on a guest just because they're famous and it's like, hey, I'm going to bring on so and so. I'm bringing on Snoop Dogg next week because he's not. He doesn't have.
Snoop Dogg might come on, so like relax there. Man.
Well, no, but I'm saying like you
there.
bring people on that have nothing to do with crypto, just because they have a lot of followers. It's like, why? Oh. And I would like Snoop Dogg to come on. I mean,
he's not going to come on now. Thanks a lot.
Oh, he will. He will.
I was reading Twitter today, and one of my favorite people that likes to stay on my ass. He was like, well, during your podcast, you're always looking at your phone and you're always looking down while a guest is talking. It's a live cast. What do you want me to just stare at the whole time, like into
lock eyes?
Like but you do though. You stare at your phone a lot.
But that's because I'm trying to read comments, read what the feedback from the people, and if they want to talk about something, I'm gonna air it out on the show. Or if they're asking me questions, I ask the person. I'm gonna do that. I mean, like, what am I supposed to sit back and just? Okay, fine.
You guys have to thrive more.
Eyes with everybody.
Well, that's just it. You're answering the messages. It's
you
like
guys
just
need
because...
to thrive more off of comments and criticism. If you don't like criticism, you probably have an ego problem. That's a quote I've heard.
I love it. I love it.
I don't mind criticism. Bring it on. It's like, hey, for every question there should be an answer. It's like, not all of us are like you, David. I mean, I don't stare at my phone that much because I don't get, like, you get 3,000 messages a day from your people. It's like...
Let's play a game right now called How Much Screen Time Do You Average?
Look at this.
Pull up your phone. Pull up your phone.
We have I see...
How do I look it up? How do I look it up?
This is a mean tweet.
What are you on, Mark? What phone do you have?
Google Pixel.
I think you need a time machine to go in the future to find your data.
I'm doing a meme right now, and this tweet comes from Austin Martin.
Okay.
And he says, "Oh, I see that this is hooked up to your own OnlyFans."
Yeah.
Okay, how else are you supposed to do it?
Hooked up to our OnlyFans. So that's us? Is that what he's trying to say?
Yeah, but do we have that? We really do have an audience?
I don't know what he's talking about.
He's our audience because he obviously messaged. So thanks for the comment, buddy. Appreciate it.
Here's my screen time on average. 6 hours 48 minutes.
Right. Let's go ahead and check my screen time.
How do I get screen time on this, man?
I don't know if you can do that, Mark.
Yeah,
just go into settings and type screen time at the top and pull it up.
Yeah. Screen time. Oh, there we go. It's under digital. 87 unlocks, 480 notifications. There it is. 480 notifications today.
I know you guys are not gonna believe me, but
that's not very long.
10 hours and 33 minutes.
Wow. How much?
10 hours and 33 minutes.
Woo! I got 2 hours and 48 minutes today.
I'm right in the middle.
But 480 notifications. How about that?
That's wild.
What if I give away? So I'm doing a giveaway on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw it.
What are you giving away? Like a Bitcoin or something?
5 million satoshis.
5 million satoshis.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
Look at Ross. He's going to convert, and
I'm like what?
5 million satoshis.
You don't hear that too often.
So that's like $500, right?
So, what if I do it on here right now?
No, that's $50.
You're giving away $50? You're so
No,
generous. 5
right?
million satoshis is $50. You're so generous.
Hold on. No way.
You're
Listen, The guy answered back, "It's a joke. Holy shit."
No, it is 500. No, it is 500.
It's $500, right? I was right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
it's
that's good.
$500.
Let's do. I don't know if you guys want to tweet it out. I'll retweet it. But
You can't give away anything now. There's nobody on our show. How about you tell people to come on our show, and if you come on our show, you're going to get some Satoshis.
that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
You guys got to
You're
get your
gonna
poop in a group.
Jesus
Pay
Christ,
people.
that's all I'm
Pay.
saying.
Now we have to pay people Satoshis just to come on.
No. You know why I want people to come up here? I'm gonna tell you why I want to give away Bitcoin in general. The reason why is because I actually want somebody to win it that deserves it, and I
Yeah.
want that person to also be that person that goes out of this space to promote this space. That's what I really want, and I don't care if they say, "Hey, I got it from David." I don't care about that.
What if I
want
gave
that
away?
person to say, you know what, I got Bitcoin, or a fraction of a Bitcoin, or a tiny bit of Bitcoin, and I think it's the coolest thing. And like, people come in here and we educate them, and we start growing a real community. That's all.
What if I could give away some stuff. Why don't we do a giveaway? What I could give away like hoodies or like, maybe 5 million Verge.
5 million Verge. Can I get the Verge or?
I think you wanted it last week before it went up. But, like some casino coin, or maybe I can give away. I don't know what I could do, but we can. You should totally give away some Satoshis, man. I mean, you're a maximalist anyway, so why not?
Yeah, big time, big time, big time. Bitcoin. Was today real? And you know what? Forget about Bitcoin. Has anybody been watching? Besides me, I figured that I'm one of the greatest traders in the world. But has anybody been watching, El Presidente? And that would be Dave Portnoy.
Not really.
I've been watching, actually, crypto, Bitcoin. I've been watching crypto the last couple of days because it just feels something's in the air. Like it's just feeling. It's feeling a little different with crypto right now with the movements. Like it's just feeling a little, more vibrant.
You know what's happening right now, which hasn't happened in a long time, is the crypto market is increasing and the volume is decreasing. That's unusual.
Well, if you look at the trends, though, we've doubled volume in the past and it decreased. Like it was weird.
Yeah.
Over the last couple of years,
Well,
there's like double the volume but decreased. It's like
well, that's panic selling, drives it down.
the amount of volume that we have now compared to 2017 is what, over double?
Oh, way more than that.
Yeah.
2017, you'd be lucky to see like 2-3-5 billion a day. As it before we went into the bull run, and then throughout all of 2018, you'd see 5 to 8 billion a day. Now,
Yeah.
what are we actually pushing? Like 25, 30 billion. I'm always looking at the correlation between Bitcoin and Tether, because there's so much traffic being driven through Tether to Bitcoin, and vice versa, and there's always a spread of about 5 to 6 billion between the two. And then the other day it was really close. Like Tether stopped pumping the market finally.
But we're seeing some crazy volume in altcoins too, man, right now. Like we're on Mountain Time and you got like 2:30 in the morning and there's like $1 million in volume on Verge in like half an hour.
Oh, look at this.
It was crazy.
Steve's coming on.
Who? Steve?
Steve seems to be a cousin. Hold on one second.
No, my cousin. I don't have that many cousins, dude. Oh, Steve Lamesh.
I don't know who Steve Labanch is. Let's ask Steve.
Isn't he a football player?
What if Steve actually agrees with you? Hold on. Let's go with, how do I unmute him?
What if he just comes on here raging? Just completely raging.
Honestly, I don't even know how to unmute it.
You know how I get people to just completely rage when you're at a hockey game or something? You got Oilers fans around and you just yell out into the crowd, the Oilers are mediocre at best, and some dude just loses it.
So you're causing these guests not to come on, David. I'm telling you, it's happening. You're muting these people. So and they're getting fed up, and they're like, "Hey, I tried to go on, and David wouldn't let me on."
Do you know? I think I can't unmute it.
See? There you go. It's muted right there.
Hold on, let's see.
Or maybe it's Ross that needs to do it. I don't know. Whoever controls it.
Make me
There we
co-host.
go. There we go. It was me. It was me. I think it was me.
Okay, so is it unmuted now?
No, but I think I don't think Steve wants to talk.
He's still muted.
But no, it was me. That was on me. Oh my God, poor Charlie. Charlie missed out on Bitcoin giveaways. Oh my God.
Steve is still muted.
Yeah, but that's on Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, go ahead and. This is going to be a show about Steve right now.
So Steve's probably going to come on here in some outfit, muted, and we're just going to see him like dancing around. There's no Steve.
Steve's on.
Oh, he talked. Steve.
Hello.
He's real, David. He's real, dude. He's talking.
I'm not the bot.
Whoa.
Not the bot.
Steve, you
Steve,
only qualify for the giveaway if we see you live.
Can you see me now?
I see something, but it's very.
Be
You
careful.
got to turn your light. You got to turn your lights on, brother.
Be careful, you're getting Mark excited. And as the anticipation grows.
Are you there, caller?
Hello.
Caller, are you there? Caller, come in. Caller.
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Listen, I don't
it was good
I don't
knowing you,
feel
Steve.
anything different about the market at all. I feel it's the same shit.
So
Nothing.
we had Charlie and then Steve.
What does that have to do with the market?
I think Charlie and Steve were twins because they look kind of the same.
You are obsessed with Steve, Charlie, and Avery.
No, you were obsessed with Avery. Where is Avery? Oh, there he is. Steve, are you there?
Hey there.
Okay, let's
Can you
talk,
hear me?
Steve. We can't see you, but we can hear you. So let's talk. What do you got going on tonight?
Okay, I can see you. Well, I in the world of crypto, the last thing I posted on Twitter was Revolut debit Visa card, which normally also supports XRP, and I got a free debit junior card from Revolut for my kids, which doesn't support XRP. So I suggested them to add XRP, and they said they would look into this.
Right.
Would be quite novel because it's hard to purchase any crypto for children.
Well, you bring up a good point. You bring up a good point for sure for children. I mean, I've got a child too, but you totally bring up a good point. I mean, other than shilling Revolut card on our show, you brought up a great point. But it's a valid point with children, brother, and we do need to get out more to the children. How old are your kids?
10 and 12.
That's the great age. That's a great age to learn crypto and to talk to their peers and their friends about crypto. You've got to get them something that they can trade back and forth, like a wallet or something, where they can, get them like a low sat currency or something that they can just trade back and forth and say, hey, I'll give you some of this for some of that, right?
Right. That's exactly what I mean. And the thing is, this is such a big revolution. in the financial world, and they will be thrown in as soon as they become 18, and so it's hard to introduce them to the new technology and make them grow up with it.
Totally.
It is
But
pretty hard.
I mean, how do kids? It just has to go viral. How do kids play with Pogs and comics and collector cards and stuff like that? You know, like it just needs to. We need to get a multi-sig or multi-currency wallet where the kids can just go in there and say, "Hey, I like this project because they have a cool character, and trade me this project for that project." You know, that's what we need to somehow get them to do.
And actually, I see that in the background you have advertising for Casino Coin, and I also own some of those because I have the BRM app.
Nice, brother. Yeah, that's great. The BRM app is great. I mean, I'm blessed enough, and I'm really grateful to the Casino Coin Foundation for sure for bringing me on into the board of advisors. So I'm blessed with being on the board of the advisory board for Casino Coin, and it is a great project. And I keep on saying it on Twitter. They're a very educated team.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, good on you for I'm not shilling it, just good on you for getting into a project that you believe in and that you see the utility in for sure.
So
But you may want to watch our blockchain breakfast on Sunday morning. Just saying, like you just
Okay.
that may help you out.
In what sense? How many casinos have joined the project till now? You know that?
Gambling is the largest industry in the world for sure, right? And
Okay.
This is
Yeah,
where
we
the
got-
chaos comes in.
it's gonna get great here in a minute, Steve. Like
Good.
all of our friends are
I
gonna
just
come
went
in.
ahead and, you know what? I busted out the link to everybody. I said, you know what? Let me do it.
But I sent it to like 75,000 people, and if all we get is,
bro.
you know,
We're about to get Zoom bombed.
good, perfect. Let's just. So, how many casinos, Steve, are taking crypto? I don't have that answer. I don't know that answer. But I can tell you that Casino Coin's got a good chain. That I can tell you.
How many of those roulette wheels are on the blockchain now?
The Cami?
Yeah, the
I don't
Cami.
know if I don't know if they're active or not. To be fair, like I don't. Like, man,
Oh
you
my
saw.
God.
I got 480 notifications.
Oh, crap.
Whoa.
Guys,
Oh,
this is-
buddy,
I
here we
should-
go.
Yo,
David, what are you doing, buddy?
sorry.
Why do you have a Bitcoin sign behind you?
Hello.
Ethereum's better, dumb beach.
Gaming is really amazing. Like,
How are
I
you doing,
swear.
And
guys?
that's the end of our
You're the
stream.
best, guys.
Niggers.
I need another beer. I need-
Fucking hate niggers.
I need another line of coke.
Wow,
guys are
wow,
stupid.
Wow.
You guys are stupid,
Black
stupid,
people
stupid.
Wow. Hold on. Hold your horses. Unmute. Hold on. Wow, wasn't expecting.
That's awesome. It was
Wasn't
like
expecting that.
it was
Wasn't
some bot.
expecting that.
That was
It
not
was
a
some-
bot.
Wow.
It was some bot for sure. I think it was the same person operating
Why?
4 or 5
Why are
different.
these people not in the waiting room?
I'm just letting them in.
Don't.
Well, whoever drops the
Wait,
N word
no,
again, man,
look at this.
they're getting tossed,
Look at
and
this.
they're gonna get nailed on Twitter.
Guys, if you think this is not the highest rated show, if G. Look
Okay,
at
get
James
rid of
chat here.
Here we go. Here, get rid of Dawn and James and Sarah. Look, they're all commenting on our like using the N word, and they're brutal.
Wow. And this is why. I'm gonna put them in the waiting room.
No, Dave is gone. James gone.
Which one?
Uh,
Well,
Mike Johnson's gone. Oh, there we go. This is great. I mean, this guy's completely.
Okay.
Mike Johnson.